Citi partnered with We Create Zambia to launch the first Citi Microentrepreneurship Awards, CMA, in Zambia on 9th November 2017. CMA was launched in 2005 and is now spanning more than 30 countries, Zambia being among them. The Citi Microentrepreneurship Awards is a signature program of the Citi Foundation. The objectives of the program are to raise awareness of microfinance, particularly among micro-entrepreneurs who could benefit from it, to recognize and celebrate the contribution that micro-entrepreneurs bring to the world's economy, and to highlight the best practices in micro-entrepreneurship, to raise awareness and support of micro-entrepreneurs by highlighting their talents and accomplishments among the investment and donor community throughout the world, to create the next generation of microfinance networks, build more inclusive financial sectors, and lay the foundation for a flourishing microfinance industry. 1st November 2018 marked the first inauguration of the Citi Microentrepreneurship Awards ceremony, marking exactly 1 year since the CMA was launched in Zambia. The auspicious and colorful event was held at Radisson Blu Hotel in Lusaka to celebrate and recognize micro-entrepreneurs who had excelled in their businesses. The award seeks to promote financial inclusion and generate recognition for the extraordinary contributions that individual micro-entrepreneurs have made to the economic sustainability of their families, their communities, and the wider economy. The event was co-hosted by Citi Zambia and We Create, which is the local organizing partner for Citi Foundation. The event was officiated by the guest of honor, Honorable Christopher Yaluma, MP, Minister of Commerce, Trade and Industry, who was represented by Mr. Shadrack Mungalava, Director Cooperative at the Ministry. In attendance were senior government officials, Bank of Zambia representatives, the board chairpersons and board of directors at Citibank Zambia, microfinance institutions, CMA judges and Citi Microentrepreneurship Advisory Council, CMA country team, captain of the industry, the press, Microentrepreneurship Award recipients, and the invited guests from the entrepreneurial ecosystem. Executive Director of We Create, Nambula Kachumi, made the welcoming remarks and introduced the organization, alluding to the partnership with Citi Foundation and giving the overview and journey of the Citi Microentrepreneurship Program.
We're very excited and appreciate your coming here. I would like to give special thanks and recognition to our representative from the Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry, Mr. Shadrack Mungalava. Thank you very much for coming. I would like to begin by basically giving just an overview of who we are. We Create. We are basically a women's entrepreneurial center of resources. We offer women entrepreneurs access to economically empowering resources, including training, mentorship, networks, and providing an entrepreneurial community that helps them to get connected to various resources within the entrepreneurial ecosystem. So I will straight on go to our journey on the CMA program, which has been quite a very interesting journey. The CMA program in Zambia was launched last year in 2017 in November in partnership with Citibank and Citi Foundation. And like I mentioned, We Create was a local organizing partner to support ecosystem building and basically mobilize the ecosystem of microfinance institutions and other key stakeholders in Zambia to support and advance financial inclusion. So through this process, we have worked with a number of partners that have supported the program. And we have also pleasantly learned about the many opportunities and challenges that underlie.
The event was set rolling by Angela Smubita, who was the master of ceremonies. The welcoming remarks were made by the Citibank Zambia Limited CEO and Managing Director, Mr. Ferdinand Zawumu, who also gave a brief background of the awards and Citibank's role towards micro-entrepreneurship in Zambia.
In a few months, it would be 40 years that Citi is in Zambia. But Citi has been committed to the development in Africa since 1920. And through the Citi Foundation, we have the opportunity to carry out programs that generate economic progress in the region through high-impact regional and local initiatives with a focus on young adults and women. It gives us great pride to be associated with WeCreate as partner for this program. As part of our ongoing commitment to financial literacy and inclusion, we are proud of our partnership to implement the Citi Microentrepreneurship Awards program, which highlights the achievements of some of the most innovative and well-performing micro-entrepreneurs in Zambia, supported, of course, by Citi Foundation. Our gratitude goes to the microfinance institutions and their customers in making the Citi Microentrepreneurship Awards a premier platform for the micro-entrepreneurship industry.
Mr. Musa Penda Piri, the Assistant Director, Financial Sector Development at the Bank of Zambia, also gave a speech on behalf of the Central Bank and spoke on the bank's participation in the award initiative. He also spoke on the significance of micro-entrepreneurs and microfinance institutions to the growth of the economy.
As Bank of Zambia, we're delighted to be part of this initiative. And when WeCreate visited us a couple of months ago, we didn't realize the magnitude of this ostentatious award initiative. And so we're delighted to see it come to fruition to this level. Entrepreneurship is the key to the growth of any economy. And I think we know that. We've seen this in Germany. We've seen this in Japan, Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, China, and the US. It's not a secret that without entrepreneurship, you cannot grow the economy to the desired level. Therefore, we're happy that the role that is played by micro, small, and medium enterprises in Zambia is being supported by this initiative, as well as the role that financial service providers play to drive these businesses. More specifically, we are aware that microfinance institutions play a significant role in bridging the gap for financial inclusion.
The Senior Analyst, Licensing and Enforcement at Bank of Zambia, Mr. Sylvester Kabwe, made a presentation on the landscape of microfinance and financial inclusion in Zambia.
The focus of my presentation is on financial inclusion and microfinance and the role that microfinance actually plays in promoting financial inclusion. So we start by definitions, and financial inclusion has actually been defined in the National Financial Inclusion Strategy. That's the strategy for 2017 to 2022, and is basically looking at universal access and usage of a broad range of quality and affordable financial products and services. So this is how financial inclusion has actually been defined, and the target is to increase financial inclusion, obviously, from 59% as of 2015 to 2022 to 80% by the end of 2022.
Mrs. Nkanza, representing the CMA judges and the Citi Microentrepreneurship Award Advisory Council, elaborated on the criteria that was used to select the award winners.
The target group was the bottom end of the spectrum, i.e. the micro entrepreneurs. I'm saying the bottom end because we have the top end of the entrepreneurs that are of a certain size that are able to access facilities from the banks. We assess them under 3 pillars. One, that is the ability to repay the loans. That was the first assessment that the MFIs themselves made. They selected those candidates who had accessed loans and had been able to pay back. The second criteria was the impact that these microfinance, that these micro-entrepreneurs had in their communities by way of employment as well as sustainability. As judges, we came in at the point when 20 had been selected from the initial 57. And these 20 candidates had we had a one-on-one, a very interesting one-on-one interviews. They did a 2-3 minute pitch about their company, what they do, how they do. And then we also tried to find out from them what strategies they had going forward to increase employment, to sustain their businesses, to grow their businesses. And after that process, there was another leg of judges going to visit the entrepreneurs at their place of business. So you understand that the winners tonight are really deserving because they've gone through all these processes of assessment. And I dare say they were not from the same judges. We were all different at different stages. So the winners that, when you look at the scoring, you'll find that those that were good were scoring consistently high marks throughout the 3 processes.
The exciting and anticipated part of the evening was the award presentations. Awards were given to the winning micro-entrepreneurs and MFI. In addition to the certificates of recognition and shoes, 15 nominees received cash prizes of 5,000 kwacha each. The microfinance institutes who participated in the CMA process were also recognized, namely Finca, Extender, Autos Financial Services, Legit Ventures, and Kwacha Cash Connections. Autos Financial Services also scooped the MFI of the Year prize. The evening culminated with the best winners in different categories receiving their awards and prizes as follows: Micro-Entrepreneur of the Year, Best Female Micro-Entrepreneur, Best Agriculture Entrepreneur, Best Social Enterprise, Young Entrepreneur, Best Loan Officer. The Micro-Entrepreneur of the Year winner, Mr. Chibesa Zimba, could not hide his excitement as he thanked all those involved in his success.
I'm actually speechless. I didn't expect it, but well, I've got it. And I would like to say thank you to everybody who's been helping us in whatever we're doing in our business. As we are celebrating the microfinance organizations, I give a lot of thanks to Autos Financial Services. They've helped us a lot, and Mr. Simwaba and the team, let's keep going. We've got the Microfinance of the Year award, so it means you've been doing the right thing, and I believe your support will help us prosper even more in the coming year. Thank you very much, everybody.
Mr. Shadrach Mungalaba, who was representing the Minister of Commerce, Trade and Industry, Honorable Christopher Yaluma, also added his sentiments concerning the awards and their impact to the lives of the micro-entrepreneurs who benefited from the Citibank initiative in their partnership with We Create in carrying out the City Micro-Entrepreneurship Award Program.
The Minister says, I am delighted to join you today for this important celebration, the inaugural City Microentrepreneurship Awards. I would like to thank the organizers of the awards ceremony, Citibank Zambia and We Create Zambia, for providing an appropriate platform to celebrate extraordinary entrepreneurs in Zambia. I was whispering to Ferdinand, and I was saying, this will do great things. What you have done in these entrepreneurs and many others that may have been involved is great motivation within themselves to try and look forward to much more. I also take this opportunity to appreciate all award nominees and participants of this event. You are all winners, as the efforts you individually and collectively make in providing services to your fellow citizens are hallmarks of outstanding service. I commend Citibank for the concept of the CMA Awards, and for introducing the awards in Zambia.
The awards, which celebrated micro-entrepreneurs and recognized excellence in microfinance, have come into the Zambian scene as a timely intervention that will motivate the partnership between the two institutions and many other players in the ecosystem. That it is possible to borrow money for one's business venture with the right discipline and be able to pay it back and impact the community positively. When entrepreneurs are supported, this creates a ripple effect that creates jobs and boosts the economy. The feedback from all those involved was that they await in anticipation the City Micro-Entrepreneurship Awards for 2019.